Hi, I'm celebrity makeup artist Christian McNally, founder of War Paint Academy and Bangs and Blush Management. Today we're working with advanced mineral makeup and we're going to do an ethnic look. We're super excited about this one. So what we're going to do here is we're going to start off with just a little bit of liquid foundation. And I'm going to take the liquid foundation and just do little dots all over the face. And then I will blend all the dots together. Before, however, you apply your foundation, you want to make sure that your face is just a little moist. That way you'll get a little bit more spread out of the foundation. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the Advanced Mineral foundation brush and just work the foundation into the skin. And as I say in every tutorial that we do, make sure that you're using less. Less is more. You don't want the foundation to be too much foundation. I want just a beautiful complexion. And what I like to do is I like to work a little combination of the brush and then work it in with my fingers as well. And I'm going to take the concealer, and look up for me, Michelle, and I'm going to apply just a little bit right underneath the eyes, in the creases, and right underneath the chin. What this is doing is this is going to really just balance the skin out. I mean, that's the whole idea with concealer, is common sense. You're just putting a lighter color in a darker area. Okay, a lot of what creates darkness or wrinkles or anything like that is it's not so much the wrinkle as it is the shadow that the wrinkle is creating. Really beautiful. Now, what I recommend to do, and each makeup artist does it completely different or not, is I like to put the foundation on first, then apply the concealer. That way I know how much concealer I really actually need to apply. Some makeup artists like using concealer first and then putting the foundation on. It's completely fine, whatever works for you. As you can see, Michelle's skin is a little on the more moist side or shiny side. So what I want to do is I want to cut that shine with just using a little bit of pressed powder. And remember, minerals can get a little shiny. So what I recommend to do is you don't want to be buffing the skin, because what you're doing is you're buffing the minerals, and it's going to give a little bit more of that dewier complexion. If you want a more of a matte complexion, you want to take and just get the powder on and just kind of work in downward strokes. And as you can see, just an absolute beautiful complexion. And that's the whole idea, is I want Michelle to be Michelle, not Michelle with too much makeup on. And I think that that just really complements her well. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a little bit of almost a gloss highlighter, and I'm going to take and just apply just a hint to the cheeks for a little bit of glow. Now remember, when you're blushing and highlighting and contouring, it's all smoke and mirrors. I want to make sure that I'm highlighting the right areas, receding the other areas, and making sure that I give the face just a beautiful contoured look. And I'm going to use a beautiful pink blush in the Night palette from Advanced Mineral Makeup. And I'm going to take just a little bit. You have to remember, when you're working with more naturally derived products, it's all going to be more pigmented because it's all pure plant pigment. There's no chemicals in it or byproducts in it. It's pure plant pigment. So you want to make sure that you're not using too much. I'm going to take a little bit of this pink blush, which I am also going to use for eyeshadow. Nothing wrong with using your blush for eyeshadow. I'm also going to take a little bit of that blush. I'm going to pop a little on her chin here, just kind of maybe a little on her nose, maybe a little up on her forehead, just kind of giving it some color. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start working on the eyes. And I think Michelle just has the absolute perfect eye for something a little smoky. Okay, so what we're going to start off with is we're going to start off with her brows. And I'm going to take an angle brush and I'm going to take a little bit of a, we'll say, a very dark brown. To always test out what's going on in your hand and kind of come through and follow the natural flow of your brow. Now, as you can see, Michelle is definitely a little eyebrow challenged. I guess we could use that word. So we're going to come through with a shadow and not a pencil and just kind of really work the brow. Coming through and just working on the brow and just giving it that perfect shape to that eyebrow. I like that. I think that's starting to work out just fine. Should we leave her just with one eyebrow or should we do two? Okay, so what we've done is we've put both of the eyebrows on her. Remember with your eyebrows, they're sisters, but they're not twin sisters. Okay, so it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. I hear so often of clients are like, well, one eyebrow is different than the other. Well, everybody's eyebrow is one's different than the other. So now what we're going to do is we're going to move on to a smoky eye. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start off with a black liner. And what I'm going to do with this liner is I'm going to take it and I'm going to go all the way across, corner to corner. Not so worried about the artistic ability of this black line because I'm going to blend it to a soft, edgeless finish. 2 lines just like that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a small shadow brush, a very firm small shadow brush, and I'm going to take it, I'm going to start to blend that. But before I blend that, I'm going to grab just a little bit of the charcoal gray here in this Night palette from Advanced Mineral Makeup. And I'm going to blend the shadow into the liner. And what this will do is this will give that liner a little bit more longevity. I'm going to go back and forth in an upward and outward direction. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm really kind of going like this. I'm not going like this. Coming back and just really blending the shadow into the liner. And what that'll do is that'll start to create your smoky eye. Now, smoky eye, what you have is you have intensity at the lash line and then it just kind of fades away. On the lower lash line, go and look up for me, Michelle. We're going to do virtually the same thing. I'm going to come across corner to corner. And then I'm going to take the shadow and blend it in to the smoky eye. Now what I'll see a lot of people do and other makeup artists do is you'll get that perfect blend on the upper eye, but on the lower line it's just a hard line. With a smoky eye you always want it to be soft and blended. It's going to take you a little while to perfect your smoky eye, but you should be able to do it really quickly once you get the hang of it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come back to the gray shadow and I'm going to use a little bit of a larger shading brush. And how I'm going to do this is I'm going to concentrate on the outer 2/3 of the eye, blending from the lash line to just above the crease to see the color when the eye is open. And as you can see, I'm just taking my time here and just blending it and making sure that it's all together. So what we've done is, like I said, we've taken that charcoal and we've we put it on the outer 2/3 of the eye. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a lighter shade, almost kind of like almost an opalescent color. And I'm going to take and I'm going to put that towards the inner 1/3 of the eye, blending the two colors together to not see where one color starts and the other color stops. I'm also going to take that exact same color and give a little bit of brow highlight. Of course, if we do to one eye, we're going to do it to the other. And when you're working this way with the highlighting and the low lighting of the smoky eye, is you're really kind of contouring. You see how it goes from lighter to darker, from darker to lighter? It all has to have contour, no matter what part of makeup that you're working with. I'm going to take and give just a little bit of intensity right at the lash line, and I'm going to use a deep purple. Start right at the lash line and just kind of really give it some intensity. And also a little bit of color. The purple, the primary color of the purple is blue, is really going to make Michelle's brown eyes pop. And once again, no matter how dramatic you go, it's still about you, never about the makeup. A bit of that to the lower lash line as well. And as you can see, one eye looks a lot more intense than the other. All right, so watch carefully in this eye. We're going to take the deep dark purple and really just apply it right at the lash line to give it some more intensity. Just going back and forth and building the depth of color at the lash line. On the lower lash line, go ahead and look up. Doing the same thing with the purple. Just making sure that it's nice and beautifully blended. We're going to take that angle brush and we're going to wet the angle brush and then apply more of that purple eyeshadow wet. And look how beautiful it is. I love it. Michelle, you better have a hot date tonight. That's all I got to say, sissy. And as you can see, we've created a beautiful smoky eye. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take some mascara, because of course mascara takes the smoky eye to a whole new level. Now when I apply mascara, what I like to do is make sure when you apply it up and go out. Okay, this is very important. Up and out. This will help to open up the eyes. Also, if you tend to be a little lash challenged, it will make it look like you actually have a little bit more lashes than you really do because you've forced them to go that way a little bit. And look up. And on the lower lash line, same thing. Up and out. Or down and out. Sideways. See what that starts to do? See the difference between the two eyes? One with mascara and one without? Mascara makes all the difference in the world. Now I love this smoky eye, but what I want to do is I want to show you how to take it one step further with the intensity. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to line the inner rim of the eye. Go ahead and look up for me. I'm going to take and I'm just going to pull the eye down just a little bit, very gently, and just come in and rim that inner line. And go ahead and bring your eyes down. If you want to do the upper, you kind of come in and just lift the eye up and come right underneath. And see how that just makes it just a little bit more intense? It just kind of pops those eyes. And there you have it, one hot smoky eye. Okay, so what we're going to do with this smoky eye is I'm going to give it just a great, almost electric pink, which I think is just going to really tie the whole thing together. So we're going to take this hot pink here. Go ahead and close your mouth for me and smile. Now I like to, when I work with my clients, and maybe even for yourself, is if you close your mouth and smile, it'll stretch your lips just enough to make sure that you can achieve that perfect lip line. Also, when doing lips, make sure that you're working in small sections. This will help to achieve a good lip without making it look like you just made out with Ronald McDonald. And make sure that whenever you're doing lip liner, you fill your lips in so you are not stuck with a ring around the lips. What I like to do is get the lip liner on, and then I come through with a lip brush with no color on it. Go ahead and close your mouth and smile. And this will ensure that I've really got that lip line worked into the lips. It'll also make the lipstick last a little bit longer for you. Okay, and now I'm going to grab a little bit of Advanced Mineral Luxury Lips. I love that name. I'm going to apply it to my lip brush. And when I apply lip gloss, what I like to do is start in the center of the lip and then work your way out. That way the lip gloss doesn't get stuck in the inner corners of the mouth. Close your mouth and smile. And you know, the number one color that accentuates brown is blue, and vice versa. So I love the more pinks and blues and grays and purples against her darker brown complexion, because it's really going to help to complement. If I were to put brown eyeshadow on her, brown lipstick on her, brown foundation on her, she'd just kind of look like a tree. So we don't want to do that. We want to make sure that the makeup is really accentuating and complimenting you instead of matchy, matchy, matchy. So there we have it. A smoky eye, some hot pink lips, perfect, beautiful complexion. I mean, we really can't mess this up. Look how beautiful Michelle is anyway. But I think that this is just absolutely a gorgeous look for her. So I think this looks great. I mean, look at how it just really goes with her outfit. I think she just looks absolutely beautiful. So Michelle, how do you feel? How's the makeup feel?
Amazing.
Yeah. Advanced Mineral makeup is just, you know, it's the best. You know, it's good for your skin. You know, so when you take it off, it'll really your skin will look better. You won't take it off and be like, oh Lord, I got to put my makeup back on. You know, so that's what I really love working with more naturally derived products. Now the smoky eye. I mean, do you feel like you can complete this?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, it's only almost what did I use? 3 eyeshadows. You know, and just then we wet the other one. And I love the fact that we're wearing the pink lips. I think that that's just absolutely gorgeous for sure. Well, cool. Well, thank you so much for being able to join us today.
Thank you.
You're welcome.